Hey guys, how's it going? This is my second installment of the Road to Rank 1 Hero League play. I'm over here on the right. First, Muradin, Vala, Sonya, Sergeant Hammer, and Malfurion. And then a Kael'thas, Lily, a Nubarak, Nova, and a Raynor. They have a lot of burst damage, but we have a lot of team fight capabilities. So if we can burst them down quick and stun them and keep them out of the fight, I think we'll be pretty good. The map is Battlefield of Eternity. I love the design of this map, but it definitely has my lowest win rate of all the other maps combined. I believe my win rate for this map is around 30 or 40%, so it's not anywhere near good considering the rest of mine are 50 and above. So the first talent I'm going to pick here for Muradin is Infused Hammer. That way I can have sustain in these team fights, because the longer we can stay in a fight, the easier it'll be for us, because their team has a lot of burst, but they don't have much sustain for the team fights. And with our Vala Sergeant Hammer going auto attacks, we should be pretty good in the long run for team fights. So I'm going up top with Vala, it looks like, and then it looks like everyone else is going down bottom. So the main strategy of this map, I'm not really worried about too many early ganks, because on our team at least, Nova should be running around on their team if they're not careful. Looks like Sergeant Hammer might do some silly stuff in the beginning of the game. I've actually never seen a Sergeant Hammer do this, so I'm just going to watch her do this and see if Nova comes in and kills her. And here comes Raynor. If Nova's close behind, then I'm just going to ping that I'm on my way to help her. And it looks like she'll be fine. But I will come down here to help her anyways. And you can see Nova's right behind me, so it's one of the bad parts about zoning out and trying to help your teammates. But as Muradin, the amount of damage I take doesn't really matter, because I can take as much as I need to. That's one of the beautiful things about Muradin. And yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. She died. She got a little overzealous there in the beginning, but it is what it is. Now that she's dead, though, I can focus on my fight up here in the lane. Hopefully she'll come and join us. I'm going to ping for her to retreat, because I don't want her to do that anymore, because she's just going to feed the team kills. And we definitely don't need that in the early game. But as long as I'm not in combat, I should be okay because of the second wind healing, and that's only going to get stronger as the map goes on, which I'm going to spec all into tankiness this game, because I think the team needs it. I want Sonya to go all damage. So I'm just going to sit here and zone for Sergeant Hammer. Hopefully she knows what she's doing. And here, we're just playing a little game called Protect the Hammer. You can see we've already got one kill thanks to Sonya. But they're doing a lot more damage than we are on the elemental side. So we need to go. Sergeant Hammer is out of range of their elemental, so I think now would be a good time if we went in and got them off of our elemental. And if they want to engage too hard, you can see they're going to all go straight after Sergeant Hammer. But if we can help zone for her, then this will be an easy fight, and she can just melt them down. But I got a feeling we're going to lose this first Immortal. But it is what it is. The first Immortal's not that good as long as the whole team knows to defend against it. But and you can see we're getting a few kills thanks to the team fight, but a Nubarak will be dead at this point, and there's a dead I'm going to tell Hammer to go kill their Immortal. And I can sit over here and zone for days because I have infinite health. And we're just gonna get out of there. They're obviously gonna take that immortal. But we could probably keep them from getting these regen globes right here. And cooldown, and we got 1 kill, but I sacrificed myself for that, which this early in the game wasn't really worth it because I could have easily come down here and helped kill this immortal, but Sonya told me good job, so that's all that matters. It looks like she's gonna go up here and soak, which is really good. I honestly don't think this Sergeant Hammer is too good because she's throwing away her life, which is not what we need to do at all. But if a Nubrak wants to come in here and engage and use his only escape and kill me, it looks like, but I'm just gonna sit back here and wait for my health to regen, just like I should be doing. And there's a stun coming out, and we're just gonna jump out. I'm gonna let my health build up again. And again, once I scale excellently into the late game because of third wind healing, and then eventually I get and you can see that was a great kill on Raynor. I kind of knew that was his only escape once he went in there, so we body blocked him in there, and then Sergeant Hammer just cleaved him down, which is really good for us. And we need to start getting merc camps to even up the game a little bit. We're ahead on XP, which is really good. I didn't think we were going to make it out of that fight ahead, considering that they got the immortal, but Anubarak is playing really, really hard. He's the perfect tank to counter the tank. But with the 2 stuns that I now have on my Q move, it says O move, but on my Q move, the Stormbolt, on my Stormbolt, then the 2 stuns on that will really help shut him down. Once he engages, we should be able to melt him down. And as you can see, the spawn time on these immortals on this map is ridiculously short. And it looks like Sonya got behind us right there, but if she wants to continue to engage, I can. And it looks like Sonya's probably gonna die, but okay, good. She made it out, but with Nova, you never know, and she's out of range. So we made it out of that better than I thought we would, but we immediately need to come up here and try and contest this immortal. And I'm going to ping assistance from my team and know that I'm coming up here to zone for us. I get hit by the stun there, which again is Mirrodin. It's really no big deal. There's a Nova right here. She knew I saw her, or at least I hope she knew I saw her, because that'll kind of scare her away from our team a little bit. But I think she's going to come around in here and kill Sergeant Hammer from behind, which is never a good thing. But as you can see, again, they're ahead of us on the immortal. Our team kind of scales good into the late game, but if Kael'thas wants to do this, I can. And that was a really good play. I sacrificed the integrity of our Sergeant Hammer player, but again, it's not really a big deal because of we got their healer and their damage, and there's their dead tank. So if we can get some help, and it looks like Sonya may chase him down, but I'm going to come down here and secure this kill just to help her. And it looks like she's got it on her own, hopefully. But if he escapes, it's no big deal. Again, I just kind of need help securing this immortal kill. And Avatar, level 10. We beat level 10 against the enemy team. We were 2 levels ahead, now 1 level ahead. But Avatar is just going to help me so much. They won't be able to kill me unless they all focus me, which is the worst idea that they can do. And as you can see, Anubarak just came in here and threw away his life. But if Nova gets a triple tap, then I'm going to only focus on getting in the way of that triple tap if it goes out on Sergeant Hammer, which is exactly what we need to do because she's the main thing that helps us push lanes. When she's not there, we can't push at all because we do so little damage. So I'm just gonna come up in here and we're gonna try and stun someone, but haven't played as Muradin in a long time, so my stuns aren't really on point. He is my main. I will go ahead and say that he is my main, but again, that kind of means nothing because in this game, it's anyone games and heroes. It's basically all based on how good you are as a player. And as you can see, we just bursted down a Nubrak again. He's so strong, but yet he has nothing once he engages and gets stunned like that. He has nothing to stop us. And I'm just gonna ping that we need to go get siege camps because that's really the perfect time to go get them after you wipe the team like we have been doing, and then engage on these siege camps. That way they can't get them. And we already controlled this the bruiser camp. And if Raynor wants to come in here, he can die because if he gets stunned, he has nothing to save him. And it looks like, yep, he's going to run away, which is the smart thing to do in his case because he's the only one down here. And I'm going to stay down here and zone for the siege camp. If Raynor wants to come in here, not with this Kel'Thas, not with this Kel'Thas. He can't really burst me down, but he can definitely do a lot of damage to me, which in the long run will hurt the team instead of help it. And I'm gonna come up here and get this bruiser camp as soon as I come up there, and then come down here and defend against this other bruiser camp that the enemy got. Hopefully Malfurion comes and helps me. Burning Rage will make this just a little bit easier, but still, as Muradin, it's not really who you want to be taking these mercenary camps. And Nova knows we're here, but again, that's not the real Nova, so I don't think she can contest with us because if I stun her, she's dead. And I think she knows it. That's why she's not trying to contest any of this. But here we are right behind Jimmy Boy, and he has nothing to contend with us. His heal will keep him alive for a second, but again, with that dwarf toss, I can just come in here and body block him, and he's not gonna go anywhere if he keeps playing as aggressive as he is. And Malfurion's sticking on me like glue, which I kind of wish he wouldn't, because I'm the best tank in the world for regenerating health, and the healer doesn't really need to be with me, but it's no big deal as long as the team stays alive. And as you can see, we lost our Sergeant Hammer, but she's respawning just in time to come and help with this Immortal. And we are doing a ton of damage to this Immortal. And they took down all my Furion right there, but they traded their tank for it. So, again, I don't need a healer to help me, but their healer needs a tank to help keep them alive. And if that's the real Nova, which I'm assuming it is, yep, that was the real Nova. She got a little too greedy trying to chase after our Sergeant Hammer, and we traded 3 for 1 right there, which is probably the best trade we could have asked for. Maybe 4 for 1 if either one of these heroes wants to wait for me to come and engage. And Vala can chase him down to the ends of the earth. And it looks like we just got their Raynor too, so they're over here throwing away their lives just to try and get a kill on any of us, really, because that's the only way they're going to stop us. Sergeant Hammer's we're 2 levels ahead right now, so Sergeant Hammer is doing tons of damage a swing. So they're not going to have any hope of trying to just stop us now. I think it's at the point where we're too strong. And I'm just going to come in here and zone for Sergeant Hammer to make sure she doesn't die. I'm going to get this My next attack is going to be Stone Form, because they don't really have a lot of auto attacks on their team. But if I get separated and Malfurion dies again, then I'm gonna need heals. Like you can see right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop Stone Form that way. And look at all this. Look at all this auto damn. Oh my goodness. And they just tried to trade 4 for 1 just to kill our Sergeant Hammer, and they didn't even get her. That was probably the best throw that they could have done for us. So we're just gonna push bottom lane into the ground right here. And my team is excited about that too, because that was one of the biggest misplays they could have done. And you just see Nova miss her snipe right there on Sonya. But it looks like we're going to get both keeps for this. All because they try to take out a Sergeant Hammer. And here they are. They're back up. Anubarak should really use his escape to escape instead of trying to engage the Sergeant Hammer. But really, that's the only stun they have to keep her from sieging up like that. But if anyone wants to engage on me, they can. And we may be able to just win the game right here. And you can see he just got deleted out of the game. And this is probably GG right here. You can see it's only been 16 minutes. But again, these are the kind of games I get off and on. And yeah, this is GG right here. I'm just going to pop all my cooldowns just to hurry it up. And you can see that game lasted a little bit less than 16 minutes. But Hero League is all based off... It's all based off the team comp you get and how well your team plays. I've seen people playing Hero League with 5 tanks and just annihilate the other team. So it just all depends on what kind of players you get. If you get a toxic player, you're not going to have any fun playing these games. And here you can see I ranked up to level 21, or to rank 21 in Hero League, which is the highest I've ever been, because out of the preseason I came in 22. But you can see my Muradin is level 10. So I'm able to get the Master Skin Muradin, but I'm focusing on getting the rest of the heroes, because I don't have all the heroes yet, and I think playability is worth more than a skin in my opinion. But we'll see how the next game goes. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.